Hey everybody, welcome to the McGregors channel. I am your host. I do want to preface this video by saying that if you are new to this channel because you came across it because of the title, this is a dipping channel. Oh, what's a dipping channel? Well, a dipping channel. There's actually a community on YouTube called the dipping community where we take smokeless tobacco, we put it in between our cheek and gum, and we spit in Mud Jug portable spittoons. And we review the tobacco and we talk shit. That's what we do on this channel. So, before we get started, we're going to load our lip. I do want to mention everybody in Texas. I want to say that you guys are in our prayers. And this is an opportunity for us as humans to show a little humanity and help people out. Not to take advantage of people. So, you know, just keep that in mind. But we are, you know, praying for you guys over there in Texas. Shit sucks. Mother Nature, not a lot we can do about it. But the only thing we can do is just kind of have each other's backs. We're gonna load our lip with a little Copenhagen long gut. That's my everyday dip. Mud Jug of the day. We're gonna pick the Lone Star Mud Jug, Texas Mud Jug, just because what's going on in Texas. Before we get in the video, we are doing a Labor Day special, 25% off using the code LABOR all weekend long. Labor Day weekend, I think for 5 days. So get anything you want, 25% off using the code LABOR. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about the fight. You know, there's people walking around, people coming into work, people I hear on social media, people I hear at the grocery store. Hey man, you see the fight? What a great fight. All these celebrities with their opinions of, oh man, you see the fight? Really? Did these people watch the same fight that I watched? Why is it that in boxing, in this particular case, the Mayweather-McGregor fight, why is it that these guys were guaranteed a certain amount of money? Why don't we make it so that if you lose, you only make $20,000 or, you know, whatever, 100,000, right? Now, when they're guaranteed certain money, what's the incentive to win? And if there was no guarantee of money, maybe we as viewers could take the fight a little bit more seriously and not start to question whether or not it was fixed or not. So now I know why I quit watching boxing 15 years ago, because every fight on that card to me was just a joke, including the main event. You know, $400 million fight, and it was a waste of time and money. So I think the UFC and the boxing, you know, the Mayweather promotions and all these boxing gurus, I think they all came together and they said, okay, well, let's put this fight together. People want it. And they told the guys, okay, well, this is what's going to happen and this is how it's going to go down. You're going to make 100 million and 300 million no matter what. And this is what we need to do to make it work. So, reason number one why I think this fight was fixed is sparring match. So, McGregor came out there, right, looking like Notre Dame Fighting Irish mascot, and he was, you know, standing all funky, first of all. I don't know where that came from. When you see him fighting the UFC, he stands legit. Well, he's a southpaw, so he stands like this for the most part, right? He looks legit. He never threw any power on those punches, very little. You watch some of his fights in the UFC. He throws punches with bad intentions to rip your fucking head off. And those were just little, this is what he's doing, little arm punches, nothing really into it. My grandma could hit harder than that. So I'm assuming they told the guys, hey, you guys hype the fuck out of this. You're gonna get paid. Let's not hurt the old man Mayweather. He's taking a lot of blows. He wants to get a nice 50-0 record. The guys were fucking smiling at each other when they're in the ring. Now, granted, I know guys talk shit when they're in the cage / ring. I know people, you know, they're in there. But they had that little smirk on their face where I was just kind of thinking, why are they smiling like that? They're just in there having fun, right? And meanwhile, they're thinking, cha-ching, cha-ching, making money. McGregor was 20 pounds heavier than Mayweather. McGregor knocks people out with 4-ounce gloves in the UFC like nobody's business. And don't tell me because he was wearing 8-ounce gloves, there was no power in his punches and that's why he couldn't knock Mayweather out. He was not even trying to knock Mayweather out. You think that he couldn't knock Mayweather out at 20 pounds heavier? Seeing some of the fights that he's had in the UFC and how he's knocked fools out? Come on. Really? If you're buying that, then your head is up your ass or your head is in the sand. Reason number two, gassing out. The world all expected McGregor to gas out. Oh yeah, I'm gonna knock him out in 4 rounds, and everybody's saying, oh yeah, no, if he doesn't do it right away, he's done. Well, guess what? McGregor came out and he wasn't even trying to knock him out. Sure, feel him out the first round, yeah, what have you, okay? But you know, after the first round, get to it and knock him out. If you think Conor McGregor couldn't knock Mayweather out with an 8-ounce glove on, then you don't know shit about fighting. That's the first thing. The second thing is, let's compare a 5-round of 5 minutes of war in the UFC that includes elbows, knees, kicking, punching, grappling, takedowns, etc. for 5 minutes versus 10 3-minute rounds of only hands in boxing. Now granted, McGregor's gassed in the 5th round in UFC fights, but that's after throwing all those types, doing all that type of, using all those weapons. If you're in there and you're sparring and not throwing any heat on those punches for 3 minutes and then you get a minute break between rounds, how are you tired? Really? This was the fight of his life, the fight of the century. Are you telling me that he didn't come in there in the best shape of his life? Where he couldn't, where after 4 or 5 rounds of spar fest, he's gassed and tired? Get the fuck out of here with that shit. I ain't buying it. I ain't buying it. So let's move on to number 3, the referee. I thought when, in the 10th round, when McGregor looked supposedly tired, I thought that it was very obvious that the ref kind of already had an idea before he got tired that he was gonna step in. Now, in my opinion, the referee stepped in way too early. Look, if this fight was legit and the viewership, the people around the world are watching this, and McGregor's up against the ropes and he's turning away and he's covering up and he's not really throwing anything back, and those little love taps that Mayweather was giving him, and you're going to, for $100 million, the referee is not going to allow that guy to eat canvas? Come on, really? Again, another reason why I think it was set up, it was staged. Reason number 4, McGregor's odds. So when they first announced the fight, McGregor's odds were 9-1. And even those odds weren't as good as everybody thought they should be. People were saying they should have been 20-1 odds. There's no way McGregor's going to win. Once the fight was announced, the odds dropped like a slut's panties on prom night. They went from 9-1 to less than 4-1. Why is that? Because everybody was betting that McGregor was going to win because of the odds. Well, guess what happens when you pump that kind of money into the system, to the books, and if he were to win, over half of those bookies would have went under. Like that. There's no way they were gonna let that shit slide in Vegas with that kind of money being bet on McGregor. There's no way. And the 5th and final reason why I think this fight was set up and was fixed, it is the money team. This fight was all about money. That is it. Mayweather made money not only for himself, but he was part of the promotions. Mayweather Promotions made money on this deal. There's no way that they were gonna let him lose to a UFC fighter. There's no way. And I remember a point in the fight where Mayweather turned to his corner and said, now I'm gonna start turning up the heat. Was this strategy? Well, you might wanna argue that it was. But to me, I think again that it was planned out. It was planned to let McGregor do his thing and not knock out Mayweather. Don't hit the old guy too hard now. We're all making a bunch of money on this, so let's just, keep it nice, make it look good. Pretend you're gassed, and then Mayweather will start to turn up the heat, and the result is what you saw. It was a Mayweather show. It was what it was all about. Even the promo, Mayweather was first. Mayweather versus McGregor. Anytime they announced it, showed it, it was Mayweather versus McGregor. Now, you can argue that, oh, that's just branding, that's the title, Okay, why couldn't they have done McGregor versus Mayweather, huh? It was always Mayweather first, because it was all about Mayweather and his promotions and all about the money. So in closing, I did a little research, and I don't know how accurate these numbers are, but at the end of the day, Mayweather made $340 million and McGregor made $130 million to put on a shit show, and the entire world, including myself, got suckered in paying $100 to watch this shit and watch them dance around like grannies in a little sparring match, and that was it. I've seen McGregor knock fools out just like it was a walk in the park for him. He looked to me like an idiot. He didn't look like he was trying to win. He didn't look like all the hype that occurred before the fight and the shit talking. He went in there and he looked like it was first day ever doing any type of stand-up. So that's all I got for you folks. Let me know in the comments. Let me know if I'm full of shit. Let me know if, you know, you agree, you don't agree. Tell me why. I'm going to read every fucking comment because I want to know. I've been arguing with people. I've been arguing with close friends who know the fight business, and they're telling me that I'm crazy. Thinking that it's fixed was a joke. So, you know, I don't know. That's my opinion. Get yourself a mud jug. Use the coupon code LABOR for 25% off all weekend long. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Shit, get you some Copenhagen long cut. Because remember, if it ain't dip, it ain't shit. If you ain't packing, you slacking. And in this land of milk and honey, the Mayweather and McGregor fight was all about the money. I'm out. What? Trump wins the election. Oh shit, no way. And the Democrats go fucking crazy. So then we get more riots in the streets. We have celebrities that are making death threats to Donald Trump, who's our new president.